Hey, what's up? It's Sidney Smith, national touring comedian, filmmaker, and podcaster. And if you enjoy all things entertainment and unfiltered conversations, then you're in the right place. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Join us each and every week and have a great time. We have some people who look like us who took a lot of heat because some things they did for the Trump inauguration.
Oh, yes.
I should say leading up to the inauguration.
Yes.
I think they did these at some inaugural balls.
Yes.
It had Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Rick Ross perform on a show together. We had Nelly perform at something else, a crypto ball, I believe that's what that was called. And they all took
Rick
a lot
Ross
of heat.
too. Let's not leave Ricky out.
I did. I said Rick Ross on the same
okay.
show with Snoop, I do believe.
Okay.
And there was some other, I think Soulja Boy also.
I understood Soulja. Well, no, I don't understand Soulja.
I hadn't heard from Soulja Boy.
No.
I didn't know he was still around. But
Yeah.
they took some heat from our community for going to perform. Snoop, I think, took the most heat because the last time Trump won, and I chose not to play the clip.
Yeah.
But he said some things about, let me see, and I'm paraphrasing, let me see which one of y'all gonna perform.
Some uncles.
Who's
is what he called them. He called them uncles.
Yes, he did.
Uncle Snoop.
And called them some jigger somethings, I do believe as well.
Uncle Snoop.
Dave, where are you at? And I haven't heard anything Snoop said at all. I don't know if he made any comments about why he did it or anything. I hadn't heard anything. So if you guys did, let us know about it. Shoot me a link.
I don't want to hear it. Again, we have the right to change our minds. I'm all with it. But Snoop, you was the biggest talker of smack about somebody performing and jumping ship. Mm-hmm. I didn't hear you explain why you jumped ship. And I understand why you jumped ship. I understand that you about making money and you decided that whatever I got to do to make money, I'm going to make money. Mm-hmm. Okay. Not mad at you, sir. Disappointed. Again, if you had a felony and you had to get a gun charge removed or you needed to get something removed from your cases, and maybe that's what you did it for, Snoop, to get some stuff taken off of your record so you could go wherever you wanted. But you was just in the Olympics, so you couldn't have really had nothing that serious on your stuff. Maybe you had something coming. I don't know. But the other people who have performed or stood up there in front next to him all had a reason for it. The only reason that I could see is greenbacks. And you just shouldn't have stood the stance that you had prior to and do a complete 180 and swallow that man the way you did, Snoop.
So to piggyback on your last part of that, I find that one of the greatest desires of people who have power is to make those who were pushing against that power succumb to that power. And
did he?
Whether it be the stories you hear about producers and directors in Hollywood, whether it be Diddy, if you want to use that, whether it be what I'm linking this all to now, which is how bad do you want it?
Mm-hmm. What are you willing to do?
Which is what Pops always says. Pops always says to me, he said, yeah, people can do X, Y, and Z, but you always have to ask them, what are you willing to do, pretty much? And so for him to have a full 180 in a short amount of time, from the first time Trump was in to now, I think it says something also. I think it goes back to, I told you guys before, we were going to talk about through lines. I think this is a through line when it comes to Snoop and Rick Ross. And maybe Nelly too, even though I heard some things about Nelly in terms of why he did it. But where you get so far removed, like you have black people who are upset with them. Like, I can't believe you did that to us. Well, maybe Snoop doesn't see himself anymore as one of you.
What was the other rapper?
Rick Ross, come on.
No, young kid.
J. Cole?
No, he was upset because he didn't get the Super Bowl.
Oh, Lil Wayne.
That said something similar to he doesn't see himself.
Yes, he did.
So maybe Snoop feels that same way.
Lil Wayne says he doesn't see racism. He said that on Undisputed.
Yes.
Because when I come to my concert, there's white kids there, there's whatever. He said, I don't think race, I don't see it. So, yeah. how could you do this to us? How could this be? How could that be? How could this be? Maybe you're the only one that sees yourself the same line, all the same. And Snoop
Uncle
doesn't.
Snoop don't see himself as Uncle Snoop no more. Maybe it's Cousin Snoop.
And you look at where he's gotten to. My mother was talking about this to me last year about where Snoop was, how he was thought about originally, and to where he is now on the Olympics.
Yeah. Sponsoring all different types of things. Yeah.
Doing a show with Martha Stewart and so on and so forth. So I never met the man. I can't say that he sees himself differently. I would love to know why he would do something like this.
I'm looking for the explanation. I'm looking forward to seeing what Snoop's response or answer is on why he doesn't feel like he disappointed folks. Mm-hmm. Again, you have the right to do whatever you want to do. I'm not mad at you for doing it. I think that maybe that's what it is. He forgot. And he needs to be reminded.
Kevin is, and I'm not going to try to quote because I don't have it in front of me, but I'm going to paraphrase. But Kevin has talked about staying away from politics altogether. And Kevin's thought that I heard him share was because he's afraid of it, because he knows they can come get you, shut all your shit down. And so he kind of laughed a little bit. But I believe part of that is what it is for him. The other part of it is I don't think Kevin knows he doesn't want the spotlight. Mm-hmm. People give Michael Jordan grief for never ever.
LeBron,
but
barely.
But LeBron gets credit for a lot of different things because they compare it to Jordan never stepping into it. But I think Jordan never stepped into it for the exact reason why maybe he shouldn't have stepped into it.
Yes. Again, one way, because you stepped so hard one way, and then now you did a complete 180 4 years later.
100%.
We're not talking about a decade to say, oh, okay, this is different, and now I see this.
8 years.
8 years? Is it 8 years?
Yeah. Because we're talking about at the beginning
of Trump's it was the beginning of, yes. So 8 years that you completely did a 180, and you have the right to change your mind. I just would love for you, because Uncle Snoop, you're in front of everybody and you share everything else. Mm-hmm. So I need you to share so that I can have a better understanding of why the hard turn. And I'm not mad if you're a Trump supporter or you're a Trump hater, but you can't go from hating to love without some type of understanding.
The other thing that people were upset about was the songs that he was playing. And he was playing the songs with the N-word in it to a large party of people who we would beat the hell out of if we heard them use that word. Is that, for you, is that a shit cherry on top of this shit sundae, or does it not matter to you? I know it matters to me. It 100% matters to me.
Yes, it does matter.
It matters to me because I, for one, would never let them play that music in front of me. I wouldn't play that song in front of a bunch of them, especially if I'm the only one. I owned a small DJ company at one point, and I DJ'd a ton of things for people who did not look like me. You think I was running out there playing all the uncut hits with the N-word in it for them?
Yeah.
No.
It's sometimes we get a little too comfortable. And I think Snoop this year has gotten more comfortable than he maybe understands. And maybe this will wake him up to understanding that, them same people that love you right now are probably using that word when they describe you or they get into tighter confinements.
Mm-hmm. And he's reported as using that word when people aren't looking. Trump.
Yes. So allegedly.
Not my report. not my report.
You're not alleged again.
Look.
Yes.
Look, I know what generations he's from. But not my report.
And I don't understand that folks do not understand. Like, can we please stop putting 70-year-old men or women in positions of power and still think that they're not of a mindset of 70 years ago?
Mm-hmm. Old mindset.
Please, America, can we get some younger people with some more?
and because he signed that other executive order, we will only be
DEI.
No, not that one. The other one where we will only be. Why can't I think of? I had the same problem on the phone with the conversation with my brother earlier before we started this podcast. We will no longer be showing any love to any other genders. There's male and there's female.
Yeah, y'all next.
That is it.
You're next. And if you think that slippery slope doesn't open up the door for other slippery slopes, women, don't forget that you came after us with getting their ability to vote and getting rights. Don't forget.
Look, we talked about this before, and I talked about this with a lot of folks off pod. The thing that happened when we had this past election and you had abortion rights and Trump on the ballot, people said, ooh, I can keep my abortion rights and vote for Trump at the same time. Never did any of them think, if I put this man back in the White House, he may make a federal ban on my abortion rights. And to your point, you better be careful.
I don't understand how you don't see the correlation to the way that this country runs. We'll do this, and the whole time we're doing that. They do all type. Some celebrity's going to die, and then we're going to bomb somewhere, or money's going to be missing from something.
We'll take our attention away from it.
Yes,
but stuff will still be happening.
Yes,
and by the time it's across the finish line,
then it'll be like, oh well,
oh shit,
they did that. Oh, I didn't know. When did they do that? Again,
for a large part of America, that is exactly how this stuff goes. I'm with you. I'm gonna use a word you used earlier. Disappointed, Snoop. Disappointed in Rick. Disappointed in Soulja Boy, even though I don't know if he's cut anything in a while.
Soulja Boy.
Disappointed in Nelly, and disappointed in the fact that Nelly would sit here and try to say, make all these different defenses of why he did what he did, and I respect the office. We have people who are in the military who have to go fight for this country, who take orders from the president. And so that's not you. You're not in the military.
The premise of, again, I explained to everybody that, yes, he is our president, just like Biden was our president. But the same respect that you show Biden, I guess I should show Trump. No. It's the president, and I get he's the president, and I'm looking forward to the next 4 years of this president.
You could respectfully decline.
Yes.
Too.
Again, you don't have to do coonery, folks. We don't have to be coons. Stop doing coonery stuff. Again, if you wanted to stand with him and I'm a Republican and I voted for this and this is what okay, then stand on that. Don't tell me, well, everybody has their right to do. No, as you say, you're a Republican. Folks got mad at me because I said I might not vote for her. They were like, what? I might not.
Conservative independent.
So, I'm of the philosophy, whatever you want to stand on, stand 10 toes down and don't be wishy-washy with it. You can say I got new information and I changed my thought.
Yeah. I want to know who the event producer and the booker of the show was, because this is, I didn't see any black faces at the RNC convention. So I'm just over here tripping.
Yeah. As to
Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross, y'all had Dana White, Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
Anything else? Anybody you could have had.
They didn't even have what's the Candace?
Candace. I mean, what is going on here? But it is what it is. I guess. I don't know.
And you had, what I think was funny is that you had Rick Ross and Snoop and Soulja Boy and Nelly performing. But you couldn't give them a job. I guess they were the job, the entertainment.
That's it. That's what black people do for them. They entertain, maybe crack a joke if they find one who want to crack some jokes, and help get some black votes, and then exit stage left.
Yeah.
Get your ass
I'll
out.
give you a pardon if you give me $1 million.